ሃይ ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ ኢንፋይናይት ሲሪስ የሚለውን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። ባለፈው ጂኦሜትሪክ ሲሪስ ምን ይመስላል የሚለውን ለማየት ሞክረን ነበር። the sum of n geometric sequence we said this is n times g1 if the common ratio is equals 1 ከሆነ ብለናል። different from 1 ከሆነ ግን g1 into 1 minus r the power of n over what? 1 minus r, or which is equals g1 into r the power of n minus 1 over r minus 1 if r is different from 1 ከሆነ ብለን አይተን ዲቴል ደግሞ ጥያቄዎችንም ለመስራት ሞክረን ነበር በዛ ጊዜ። ዛሬ ኢንፋይናይት ሲሪስ ማለት ምን ማለት ነው የሚለው ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። before we are dealing about infinite series, what meant by series? A series is the sum of what? The terms of the sequence. If you have what? Infinite sequence a1 up to an ቢኖርን ይህ ሲኩዌንስ ከሆነ series ለመሆን ምን ይሆናል ማለት the sum of what? the terms እንወስዳለን a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a. So series means what? The sum of what? The sum of terms of the sequence. የተሰጡን ሲኩዌንሶች sum we call that series እንለዋለን። በራው ተርም ነው a1 ነው። ላስት ተርም an ስለሆነ ናቸው። ላስት ተርሙ ከታወቀ they are finite ነው። an is the last term, so the sum of this term is what? Finite series እንለዋለን። ለምን? ሲኩዌንሳችን ፋይናይት ስለሆነ። Similarly, ሲኩዌንሳችን ኢንፋይናይት ከሆነ ሲኩዌንሳችን that means if we consider this one a1 a2 an plus 1 and so on, this means you have infinite sequence. ሲኩዌንሱ ምንድነው እዚህ ጋር? ኢንፋይናይት ነው። ኢንፋይናይት ከሆነ so the sum also what? Infinite series ይሆናል ማለት the sum of this infinite sequence or infinite terms of the sequence we call that is infinite series እንለዋለን። So a1 plus a2 plus a3 blah 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 an plus 1 and continue like this, we call this infinite series እንለዋለን። We can consider different examples on this. ለምሳሌ 1 2 3 4 ቢሆን ተርማችን የመጀመሪያው ተርም ይሄ ቢሆን ምን እንላለን ማለት this is what? This is a sequence. ይሄ ሲኩዌንስ ከሆነ to be series take the sum. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, yes, which is equal to 3 plus 3 that is 6 plus 4 that is 10. We call this is series እንለዋለን። series ማለት sum of what? terms, given terms ነው። ነገር ግን ተርሞቻችን ፋይናይት ከሆኑ የመጀመሪያው እና የላስት ተርሙ የሚታወቅ ከሆነ we call that is finite series እንለዋለን። ነገር ግን የምንደምረው ኢንፋይናይት ከሆነ we call that is infinite series እንላለን ማለት ነው። The other one, for the case of infinite sequence there are case of convergence divergence ምንላቸዋል። convergence ምንለው የተሰጠን sequence if converge to some finite value ወይም ደግሞ fixed value ወይም fixed limit approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ we call that is convergent እንለዋለን or converges to some value እንላለን። ለምሳሌ as n goes to infinity this an goes to some fixed value a ከሆነ we call this is convergent እንለዋለን and converges to what? a እንላለን ማለት። that way around if it may goes to what? positive infinity or negative infinity or different values, two or more different value approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ ሊሚቱ we call that is divergence እንላለን። can consider example on this. That means in case of divergence n diverge to positive infinity ሊሆን ይችላል or negative infinity ሊሆን ይችላል, we call this is divergence እንላለን። the other case it may approach what? two different or more values ከሆነ ደግሞ vibrate አድርጓል እንላለን, has no limit እንላለን። this also divergence ያሳያል ማለት። we can see example for each. if you consider this is an given by the forms 1 over the power of 3n square plus 1, for instance, if you consider this one. As observe this, as n approach to positive infinity, what value this? ምን ይሆናል? this an approach to what? ወደ approach ያደርጋል? ወደ 0 approach ያደርጋል። so this is a fixed number which is different from plus or minus positive infinity. plus or minus infinity ወይም ደግሞ two different value የተለየ ስለሆነ we call this is convergence sequence ነው። sequence converges to what? 0. ወዴት converge አድርጓል? ወደ 0 converge አድርጓል እንላለን ማለት። you can consider the other example. let's say an is equals n over n square plus 3 the power of n cube plus 1. also you have considered this again as n goes to positive infinity or negative infinity ወደ positive infinity ነው። ለምን? sequence ስለሆነ sequence ደግሞ positive integer ነው ብለናል። domain positive integer means what? natural number ስላል as n goes to positive infinity this an approach to what? approach to again 0. this also convergence sequence እንላለን ማለት። so in case of plus or minus particular we take what? the positive converges to positive infinity infinity ወይም ደግሞ n goes to what positive infinity ነው የምንወስደው ለምን positive infinity ወሰን because the domain is the set of what positive integer ስለሆነ ወይም ደግሞ natural number ስለሆነ ማለት ነው in case of this one sequence n diverge means what you have to take different example for this you can take an is equals 5 times n as observed here as this n goes to this positive infinity what the value this an goes approach to positive infinity one not only this one we can take this an for instance negative 3n we can say again as this n goes to positive infinity what the value of n an approach to what negative infinity what does this imply this implies that this sequence an is equals 5n or this is equals an is equals negative 3n both are what ምን ይሆናሉ ማለት ነው divergent sequence እናቸዋለን they diverge to what the first one to positive infinity the second one to negative infinity diverge አድርጓል እንላለን ማለት ነው the other one in case of vibrate you can consider different examples for this an for instance negative 1 the power of n we can take this what for this implies the first term for this is what a1 is equals negative 1 a2 is equals 1 since negative 1 the power of 2 is what that is 1 what is a3 a3 is equals negative 1 what is a4 a4 is equals 1 that is 1 so this sequence approach to what two different values one if what if n is even ከሆነ ምን ይሆናል 1 ይሆናል negative 1 if n is odd what the limit vibrate ነው የሚያደርግ 1 ይሆናል negative 1 ይሆናል back and forth እያደረገ ይመጣል so we call this is what still divergent ነው ማለት diverge የሚያደርግ sequence ነው እንላለን ማለት ነው you have to consider different examples so in case of infinite series when come to for the definition of infinite series be a sequence and Sn be the nth partial sum of such that as n goes to positive infinity this Sn approach to S where S is a finite real number we call that is what the infinite series converges to what sum S እንላለን finite value የሚኖረው ከሆነ infinite series አችን converge to some fixed value የሚያደርግ ከሆነ that infinite series converges to what sum value እንላለን ማለት S ነገር ግን value ሰሙ exist የማያደርግ ከሆነ or is infinite may goes to positive infinity ሊሆን ይችላል negative infinity ሊሆን ይችላል or it some may approach to two different values approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ we call the series what divergence series ወይም ደግሞ the series diverges እንላለን ማለት I think this what we did in case of what sequence ላይ converge እና diverge ማለት ወደ ሆነ value approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ ሊሚቱ we call that converges or the series convergent ብለናል series ላይ ስንመጣ ምንድነው converge የምንለው ድምራቸው ወደ ሆነ value approach fixed value ወይም ደግሞ finite value approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ that series is what converges to some value and the series the infinite series what convergent እንላለን ነገር ግን value some value converge የማያደርግ ወይም ደግሞ ሁለት ወይም የተለያዩ value approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ ወደ positive infinity ወይም ወደ negative infinity some approach የሚያደርግ ከሆነ divergent series or the series diverges እንላለን ማለት if the common ratio of value of this r is less than 1 in that case the sum as n approach to positive infinity ይሆናል that means absolute value of this r less than 1 means what this implies since absolute value it is greater than 0 yes this means negative 1 less than r less than 1 yes this r must be what between these values so common ratioችን በኔጌቲቭ 1 እና በ1 መካከል ከሆነ the sum of the infinite series that we have is equals g1 over 1 minus r ይሆናል ነገር ግን is equals 1 ከሆነ ዳይቨርጅ ሊያደርግ ይችላል as n common ratioአቸው 1 ሆነ ማለት ዳይቨርጅ ሊያደርግ ይችላል still greater than 1 ከሆነ ዳይቨርጅ ያደርጋል or as same less than negative 1 ከሆነ ዳይቨርጅ ያደርጋል ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር example find the sum of the following if it exists ይላል የተሰጠን 1 over 5 1 over 10 plus 1 over 20 and continuous እዚህ ጋር ስንመጣ የመጀመሪያው term 1 over 5 ነው ሁለተኛው 1 over 10 ነው የሶስተኛው 1 over 20 ነው ስለዚህ common ratioአቸውን r ማግኘት እንችላለን what that this means the second one is what 1 over 10 divided by this is 1 over 5 which is equal to 1 over 2 ይሆናል የሶስተኛውን ስንመጣ 1 over 20 divided by 1 over 10 ስንል this that is 1 over 2 ይሆናል ማለት this is still less than what 1 ነው less than 1 ከሆነ የተጠየቅነው ምንድነው the sum of infinite series ነው ይሄ series አይደል yes infinite ከሆነ the sum of this infinite series is equals what this is g1 over what 1 minus r what is g1 our g1 is what that is 1 over 5 the first term divided by 1 minus what the common ratio is what 1 over which is equals 1 over 5 divided by 1 minus 1 over 2 is what that is 1 over but the value this is equals 2 over 5 similarly if you have the second one g1 is equals what this This is 1 over 3. The common ratio R is equals 1 over 9 divided by 1 over 3 is what? That is 1 over 3. Still this one is less than 1. So we can find the sum of this infinite series. It is 1 over 3 the power of n plus plus and continuous. S at infinity, that means goes to infinity. This is G1 divided by what? 1 minus R, as we did at the first example that is given. This is G1 is what? 1 over 3 divided by 1 minus what? 1 over 3. But the value, this is equals 1 over 3 divided by what? 1 minus 1 over 3 means what? That is 2 over 3. We cancel 3 by 3. What remains? Which is equals 1 over 2. So the garson meta 2 over 5 when ratio when decimal form expressed marinchland, this becomes what? 0.4. The garson meta we can express this as forms if you want. This is 0.5. You can use anyone that you want. When it comes to the next one, this is k starts 0 to positive infinity 3 the power of n. This means what? 3 the power of 0 means what? That is 3 the power of 0 plus 3 the power of 1 plus 3 the power of 2 plus here is 3 the power of 3 plus and it continues plus 3 the power of n plus continuous. 3 the power of 0 means what? That is 1 plus here is 3 plus 9 plus 27 plus and continue like this plus 3 the power of n plus continue. What is the common? The first term is what? That is G1 is equals 1. But the common ratio R is equals what? That is G2 divided by G1 this is G3 divided by G2 or this is Gn divided by what? Gn minus 1 and continue. If that's so, what the second term is what? That is 3 3 divided by 1 which is equals 3. 9 divided by 3 that is what? 3. So what the value for this R is greater than what? 1. R greater than 1. This sequence is what? Diverges to our positive infinity we can't find the sum. The sum as this goes to infinity is what? This is positive infinity. So it diverges. The next one, find the sum of what? The following if it exists. This implies 5 times 1 over 3 the power of n minus 1 n approach to or start from 1 to what? Positive infinity. This sum becomes what? This is 5 n minus 1 1 minus 1 1 1 over 3 the power of 0 minus 1 plus 5 over what? 3 3 this is what? 5 over what? That is 9 plus 5 over 27 plus it continues since it goes to what? Positive infinity so but the first term is equal of the scenario G1 is what? That is 5. But the common ratio R is equals what? 5 over 3 divided by what? 5 that is 5 over 3 divided by 5 or which is equals 5 over 9 divided by what? 5 over 3. What's that? Which is equals 1 over 3 1 over 3 less than 1 is that so? But the sum of this infinite series, the sum as n goes to infinity is equals what? This is G1 over what? 1 minus R1. What is G1? Our G1 is that is 5. The common ratio is what? 1 over 3. So 1 minus 1 over 3. But the value now? This is equals 5 over what? This is 3 minus 1 is what? That is 2 over 3. What for? Which is equals 5 times 3. That is 15. Here is 15 over 2 you can say. Or if you want, you have to divide this one. This is 7.5. You can express such forms. This is the answer, this is also the answer. So the solution for this one is what? 7.5 or the sum of this infinite series is equal 15 over 2 we can say. Similarly, when it comes to here, n starts from 2 positive infinity 3 over 4 the power of n plus 3 2 over 5 n minus 2. When substitute 2 what the value? This is equal to what? This is the sum. Starts 3 over 4 the power of what? N plus 3 means what? N is 2, yes, that is 5 into. When substitute here 2 over 3 n is what? 2 the minus 2 is what? 0 2 the over 3 the power of what? That is 0 1 plus when substitute 3 this becomes what? 3 over 4 the power of what? 3 plus 3 61 into 2 over 3 yes 3 minus 2 that is 1 2 over 3 the power of 1 means what? The same 2 over 3 plus the next one if you take the fourth one 3 over 4 when n is 4 this becomes 7 times when substitute here is 4 4 minus 2 is what? That is 2 2 over 3 the power of what? 2 and continue like this plus በዛ አይነት መንገድ ይቀጥላል። እዚህ ጋር ስንመጣ what for? This is equals 3 over 4 the power of what? Here is 5 ይሆናል plus የኛው 1 ስለሚሆን ማለት 3 over 4 this is the power of 6 divided by 2 over 3 ምን ይሆናል? እዚህ ጋር 3 በ3 ስለሚጠፋ 1 2 by 1 2 እዚህ ጋር ስለሚጠፋ ይሄ ምን ይሆናል? This is equal to እዚህ ጋር 3 አለ 3 the power of 6 ስለሆነ እዚህ 1 3 ስላለ we cancel 1 yes so this is 3 the power of 5 divided by 4 the power of 6 divided by 2 means 2 the power of what? 12 ስለሚሆን 1 ስላለን this is what to the power of ምን መሆን ይችላል 11 መሆናል ማለት ነው ኤክስፕረስ ቤዝ ፕላስ 7 over 4 ስንል እዚህ ጋር ምን አለ 3 the power of 1 this is 7 power of 7 ማለት እዚህ ጋር 2 ስላለ ስናቀናንስ ምን ይሆናል 3 the power of 5 ይሆናል divide by 2 the power of 14 ይሆናል ማለት 2 the power of 14 እዚህ ጋር 2 the power of 2 ስላለ ምን ይሆናል this is what 2 the power of 12 ይሆናል plus and continue like this መንገድ ይቀጥላል ስለዚህ when come to here this becomes what this is 3 the power of what the sum is equal 3 the power of 5 over what this is 2 the power of 2 ስለሚሆን 4 the power of 5 ስላለው ምን ይሆናል 2 the power of 10 ይሆናል plus here is 3 the power of 5 over what 2 the power of 11 plus 3 the power of 5 divided by what 2 the power of what 12 ይሆናል plus and it continue when observe here take the ratio of them የነዚህን ratio ስንወስ observe ስናረግ 3 the power of 5 3 the power of 5 in all case አለ so take the ratio of them የነዚህን quotient ወይም ደግሞ common ratioአቸውን ለማግኘት ስንሞክር 3 the power of 5 divided by r can find r this is equals 3 the power of 5 divided by 2 the power of 11 the whole divided by what 3 the power of 5 divided by what 2 the power of 10 ይሄን ስንወስ ይሄ በዚህ ይጠፋል በየኛው ምን ነው 2 the power of 10 over 2 the power of 11 ስለሚሆን which is equals what 1 over 2 ይሆናል similarly 3 the power of 5 divided by 2 the power of 12 divided by what 3 the power of 5 divided by 2 the power of 11 ስንወስድ still 1 over 2 ይሆናል so this is what less than 1 ሆነ less than 1 ከሆነ the sum of this s goes to infinity is equal to what this is g1 divided by 1 minus r our g1 is what 3 the power of 5 over what this is 2 the power of 10 divided by this is 1 over 1 minus 1 over 2 when you come to here what's the value 3 the power of 5 divided by what this is 1 over 1 minus 1 over 2 is what 1 over 2 we cancel here is what to the power of 5 this is 9 የኛው 1 over 2 ማለት ደግሞ 1 over 2 የኛው ምን ያደርጋል ማለት ነው በሁለት ካንሰል ስለሚያደርገው to the power of 9 ይሆናል so the value for the sum is equal to 3 the power of 5 over to the power of 9 ይሆናል ስለዚህ በዛ አይነት መንገድ ሌሎችንም ጥያቄዎች መስራት እንችላለን ቻናሉን ሼር ሰብስክራይብ ላይክ ታደርጉት ጋብዛለሁ thank you for your watching